All right, teams are in. Gonna end it at midnight here. The old Beckwith. Tiny says, let's get this show on the road. He went all caps on us. Why Tiny's coming in toxic. AF. Touching here, Tiny Longlegs. Looks as eager as he sounds, and Dylan gets the save on the other end. It's Chakra versus the O.G.s. They be in the Fords. They are rocking the Fords. They heard me talking about it, but they know that that era has passed. They're trying to have them regain their legacy, their relevance. Touch here, Dylan. Sends it onto the wall. He could read this. And he does Dylan. I like that.
Impressive.
Go ahead, Dylan. 1-0. So this is a very interesting matchup. Chakra, I'm not too familiar with. I don't believe I've casted them before, but they are 1-0. S17 O.G.s are 1-0. So someone is going to walk away with their first loss and scratching their heads. Let's see over there. Tiny with the pinch. Tiny try to judge it, and he gets shot on by Ammo immediately. Ammo's the captain for Chakra. Haven't seen too much of him quite yet. Dylan's been able to do a lot. He has 2 saves and a goal at the moment. And Dylan's going to take it the other way. He sidesteps the 100 boost. And the O.G.s are trying to have points in transition here. Fluffy Geezer, he already has a win on the day in his other 2s team. The Fluffy Cacti. Sends it away. Tiny Longlegs coming off the wall. Ama brings it around, trying to set it up for his teammate, and he does not. Fluffy Geezer touching wall in. Tiny Longlegs just droops off of the front end of his truck. And now Dylan is going the other way. We already know how dangerous he could be. He's in the corner. A starry night here at Beckwith Park. And now Dylan is going to go the other way. He gets the midfield 100 and goes to readdress it. This isn't like the threes match that you just saw. You have a lot more room to work with. Hold on, my overlays bugging out. And just like that, it is tied. Tiny Longlegs powering up there to tie it up 1-1. And maybe the O.G.s are settling down, getting into their groove. Touch there. Corner, it's going to come back in, drop right in front of Dylan. And he knows what to do with it. Ama comes up, 50 there. Dylan sends it away. I like the power from Dylan on his shots when he needs it. And another read off the wall. Dylan.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
I'm garbage. Just got back from soccer practice. What up, man? Hope you had good practice. I didn't know you were such a healthy boy. Soccer players have been blowing my mind since high school. Just the most fit. I guess endurance, stamina. We'll give the soccer players stamina at the very least. Demo there. And Mayday says just booked you on IGL Pog. Nice. I don't have the schedule. What day was it for? Fluffy just droops it off the front end of his Ford. And now he's going the other way. And Dylan, look, pay attention to Dylan. We might have some Chakra fans in the chat right now, but I've never seen them before. But Dylan is just controlling the field right now, being what some would call a field general, if you will. What up, Hyper? Mayday says Saturday. Okay, I think that fills my 4-hour block. So I did 4 games today. I'll do 4 then. But awesome, man. Looking forward to it. Appreciate you booking with me as well. Touching Dylan. Swinging around. Sending it away. Nice cross. No shooter there. And Amma, I think that's what we noticed for him, at least in the early going of this series. He doesn't mind just sitting back as Dylan is putting on quite the show here.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Goes into X Games mode, hits it off his wheel, back off the backboard. And goodness. Mayday, appreciate the follow. Hyper says that ranked is so trash right now. That's what I keep hearing. These sound effects are too much. Thank you. Well, I assume too much is good, but so thank you, Mayday. Fluffy, he's gonna have to get the wall read, and Dylan looks like too much. As Tiny sends one on, Amma looks out of position, and it is Tiny Longlegs back on.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Garbage says, I would say football and soccer athletes are the most fit in my opinion. Yeah, unless you start talking like linemen or anyone. And if you're in high school, like a high school football player isn't always the most athletic specimen. They can be, but it's not typical. Whereas to play soccer, you have to have that base level of... There we are. Okay, there we are. That base level of athleticism. But Chakra strikes first, and it's the hat trick from Dylan. 4 saves as well. I'm telling you, he is all over the field. If you want to do something on this field in this series, you're going to have to go through Dylan. You're going to have to address him. You're going to have to account for him. Tiny Longlegs is on the other side doing his damnedest and putting up a similar stat line to Dylan. 618, 2 goals, 4 saves for himself. It was, you know, it was just something. Just Dylan able to obviously hit that last double tap on the backboard. But we'll see. No, endurance, well, no. You're misunderstanding. They can be, but, like, soccer players' stamina is on another level. Bailey says, Amma looking cute. Touch there. Rolls right to Tiny Longlegs. Maybe they drew it up that way. And Amma collects a save there. Turned in a goose egg stat line in last game, but he's looking good. Or as Bailey says, looking cute. I'll take Bailey's word for it. Bailey might have good taste. Derek Brand, what up? Appreciate you dropping by and sharing your lulz. So Dylan takes the offering, beats one man. It's Fluffy Geezer goes flying and Dylan catches. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Tiny. Tiny handles it well, gets behind. That might bends in. Needs an extra touch, and Tiny has it for him. Good play, 1-0.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
AMA? He wants me to say that every time? Oh, man. It's his initials. AMA 690. I'm so distraught off of this news. Just kidding. Thank you, Derek. On all I'll say, I don't want to say anything wrong. So, I mean, Bailey was here, AMA. Okay, so ask me anything. And Tiny Longlegs says, pass me anything, as he goes up 2-0, and the O.G.s look like they have made the proper adjustments. As they go up 2-0, and they may want to isolate Dylan at this point and try to force the ball into AMA's hand and see what he could do. Get him involved and see what he could do without the anchor, as Fluffy takes advantage there. Again, Dylan looked like he didn't know what to do there. AMA thought about going, then drove away, and perhaps with that slight hesitation threw off his teammate there. Dude, dope ass sound effects, love it. Thank you very much. I try to change them out so they don't get too stale, so these ones are fairly new. AMA, good touch there, but he gets bulldozed. Fluffy Geezer rolling up. Touch there, cross out of the corner, doesn't quite get to the net. Up. Who wants it? AMA is trying to get in on the action, especially now that I'm saying the name correctly. As Fluffy catches. 50 there from Dylan. And we know what Dylan can do. He put on an expose for us. As Bolts is going to raid with the party at 9. The Bolt Man and Longlegs is showing us what he could do. That's the 4th goal for his team.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Bolts, obviously another one of our IGL community casters. Please check him out. That's my guy. My fave is the Ronaldo one. It's a good one. I'll never get rid of that one. That one's too good. Dylan touches. 50 coming. Off the wall, back on to the grass. As Dylan is going the other way. That one looks a little wide. And Tiny will help him out on that one. Dylan shoots it out. And Dylan is no stranger to wall reads. But Tiny will like I said, give him the assist. Had another game to cast. It was pretty solid. Had to come back and host you again, homie. Thank you, Bolts. I'm glad the cast was well. You know, I'm just graced by your mere presence. No touch there. Double miss. AMA and Fluffy Geezer go flying. Dylan will get cleaned.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
On the demo, and Tiny Longlegs will go toe-to-toe with Dylan after the respawn. And Fluffy Geezer finishes it up. And if Garbage wants to hear it.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
As Geezer calls in the airstrike, he has some air power to go with his Rocket League abilities. Tiny. Now, here's something worth noticing, or worth mentioning rather, is that Tiny Longlegs had the F-150. I think he was trying to prove a point, and now he has the Harbinger, and AMA is on the board. Look at him go.
Stay golden, pony boy.
AMA, good job diagnosing the situation. Just rolls right into play. No fuss, no muss, just points. But still a 3-goal deficit that Chakra has to overcome. So game 3 should be very interesting, but still a lot of time left here in game 2. AMA puts it on, backboard. Geezer needs to address it, and he saves the shot by Dylan, and Dylan gives it up in the quick chat. Big soccer fan. Yeah, and that's the people that tend to like it more, are soccer fans as well. Get him a body bag. Yeah, that one for sure isn't going anywhere. I'm probably going to make the shirt. And Dylan is going to want to make a shirt for this one. They're trying to mount a comeback here. Bailey hasn't said that Dylan is cute, but he's going to have some posters available of that last shot. Good play by him, keeping the game alive for sure, but keeping his head in the game. They pretty much have every excuse you can imagine to just, you know, turn this one in, play till the next game, live another day, or fight another day rather. But I like the fight from them. Minute and a half left. Dylan flicks it to the corner. He's rolling around. Cross here. Geezer crunches into it. Fights with Dylan a little more. AMA turns around, tries to dunk Mr. Longlegs. But he's going to need to get a little higher for that. AMA goes back. I like the sense of urgency he seems to be playing with. Tiny pops it up to himself. And back down to the grass. As Dylan's going to take his time. They're running out. 55 seconds left. A goal here would be tremendous. see what I have. I haven't heard that one. Yeah, there hasn't been too many demos. In all the games I casted, I've noticed that in 2s, they kind of go away. But there's one.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
They kind of go away. I don't think a lot of 2s teams are very comfortable rolling that into the strategy. This one is going the other way. Dylan just corkscrews, just flailing out the ball, doing anything he can to get it out of his net. Pop there. Dylan up. I think it was a double commit on defense. AMA could drive it in. Fakes Fluffy. What a play.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Fluffy Geezer. I felt the breeze from here. And just like that, with 12 seconds left, there was a 1-goal difference between Chakra and the O.G.s. Kickoff here. O.G.s don't need to do much. Chakra need to do it all. Running out of time. Nice wall pitch there out of the corner. Can he track it down? And that was closer than we'd like to think. And the O.G.s would like to admit. But now the series is tied 1-1. But judging from how that last game ended, we may be in store for a full 5-game series here. Already up. Tiny Longlegs, a hat trick, 1 assist, and 6 shots from them. Fluffy Geezer getting involved. 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save. And a lot of offense here. Not a ton of defense to write home about in that last affair. But we'll see. Chat, you've seen it before. When we get matchups like this, Game 3 will likely have a completely different look than Games 1 and 2. So that's definitely something to watch. And they're in here.
Fight!
It resets. It's a best-of-5 series. As I was saying, Tiny Longlegs may start it off here as he goes high crossbar. And a well-known fact about the O.G.s, but for people that are slightly newer to IGL, the O.G.s are actually a father and son team. Fluffy Geezer being the father, Tiny Longlegs being the son, and AMA being the scorer of our first goal of game number 3. Tiny and Fluffy just get caught up on the wall, on the post, driving everywhere. And it is 1-0 Chakra with their, I believe, their first lead since game 1. So interesting that they have it. And this may be a chess match at this point. Chakra had the huge showing in game 1. O.G.s come back and shocked them for 4 goals, but Chakra tries to mount a late game comeback. So I would give a momentum advantage to Chakra as it stands right now. AMA shies away from the ball, but had an opportunity there, a bit of a shooting lane. As Dylan's looking to touch. Flops it down, Tiny throws his Harbinger into the play and sends it back to his net. This might be trouble, but he stays with it and knocks it to his corner. Nice shot there. That might be on. Dylan! What a save by Dylan.
Impressive.
Crossing here. And AMA sends it the other way. Tiny Long is going to have to catch up with it. Rides up the wall. Full 100 boost. Touching. Bouncing out of the corner. Now Dylan looking to touch. And this is what I'm talking about, chat.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Geezer is on to tie it up 1-0. You've seen the airstrike. Nice touch, nice shot.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
So 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. And I mean, if you had to pick a winner right now, could you? Could you, like, bold-faced do it? Probably not. Probably not with any degree of confidence. Both teams are looking good, evenly matched. Definitely capable. Dylan collects it. He might get his bell rung here from behind. As Tiny was thinking about a demo. AMA sends it away and gets a demo of his own. And Dylan cleans it up.
Would you look at that? filthy. Absolutely filthy.
And that's really my only critique of Chakra at the moment is AMA's involvement or lack thereof. But if he starts setting up Dylan, who has already proven himself a sure shooter, then they could run away with this one. Obviously, AMA sets it up beautifully, gets the exit demo, and Dylan does the rest. Chakra goes up 2-1. And another demo and another Dylan score. Touch here beats Tiny. And from beyond the grave, Dylan is on the board again. Sounds like one of my friends. When I heard it the first time, I thought it was him talking on your stream. That's funny. Touch there. Fluffy Geezer. He's going to have to read it off the backboard, but Dylan gobbles it up. Does not let him. And Dylan is mighty speedy. Touch here. Who wants it? It's AMA on the breakaway. Turtles it. AMA. AMA. As AMA posterizes him on the other end. Go ahead and get a snapshot of AMA turtling in an IGL matchup. As Chakra is looking to run away 4-1. That's what I was telling you. If I had to give an edge, I would say Chakra. They did have the momentum ending a game that they lost, interesting enough. But that's what it is. Touch there. Fluffy Geezer, 50s. Tiny's going to be by himself. He's on the island. AMA's been really, really in your face in Game 3. Let's see what we have. Vic says, my favorite is the kid screaming, why did you kill him? Okay, I gotta use that one a little more. I have it loaded, but I've never heard anyone comment on that one. Have you, it's from a Vine. Have you seen the Vine? The Vine's pretty funny. Touch there, Dylan crossing. He's gonna serve up his captain as his AMA tries to go bar down. But O.G.s get a stay of execution. Fluffy Geezer, let's see if he wants to go off the wall. Solid attempt, but wasn't able to stay with it. Touch there, Dylan. Going. He's dribbling. Almost got away from him, and Tiny with the save.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Tiny bringing it down. He loses the ball. AMA sends it away and drops it in. AMA.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Getting the angles just sends the absolute knuckleball straight to the orange net, and those are always hard to save, especially when the defender's maybe a little too close to the net or low on boost, or maybe even didn't see the touch or expected something a little faster. And AMA gets a snipe. And now Dylan is in, sending another bullet at the net. We're almost in Brazil territory. As Geezer can't get to it. Funny thing is, that happened when you were streaming the game with THA, Crackhead. Oh yeah, that's so funny. Are they still together? Are they still a team? I think I saw them like one more time last circuit. And we will not get the Brazil. It is 6-2. I thought Chakra, you know they wanted it. You know they wanted the 7-1, because when you hit the Brazil, it's not only the win, but it's the mental edge. It's the exclamation point against your team just to say that you did it. Touch it from Tiny. Yeah, they still play together. I'm glad to hear it. I like them. And I like T. I liked talking to him. I thought him and I were gonna be able to talk a little more. And look at this. Dylan just doing whatever he wants out there.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Just beats the dad, gets the ball past the son, and it's close to a Brazil 7-2, 34 seconds left, so more damage can come. I'm not sure if they've been in any tourneys recently. Ah, okay. Touch there. Geezer with the shot off the post. Just one of those games. Tiny Longlegs will clean it up, 7-3. So if they can keep it this way or maybe score another goal, it won't look so bad on the final scorecard. But it looks like another L is being handed to him here. And Chakra will advance to match point with 1 game to go. And yeah, the O.G.s both started with the F-150s, but Tiny Longlegs goes to the Harbinger, and Fluffy Geezer goes back to the Fennec. So, you know, who's to say? Maybe it was a waste of a game rolling with the F-150s and the O.G.s. It's kind of an inside joke on the channel. They're always doing these last-second goals. So add that to the scrapbook, I suppose. But Chakra goes up and wins, and they are now 2-1 on the series. One more win will do it for them and end their night and their week. Tiny's a Merc. Oh, Merc. Yeah, Merc. Sorry. You know, they're all fat vehicles. AMA 794 hat trick, 3 assists, 0 saves, and 13 shots from them total. And I said it before, I'll say it one more time. The AMA, if he gets more involved, if he's able to beat MVP, then they got it in the bag. Because we know what Dylan is about. We know what he's looking to bring to the table every time he's on the pitch. So if AMA can keep up that pace, then it might be an easy outing to finish this up. But Jelly, yeah, thanks for the correction. I hardly get into the vehicles. I see something that's not Octane, Fennec, or Dominus, and I panic. I absolutely panic. Tiny sends it away. Dylan. Touching, drops it down. Fluffy. Trying to get something going there, but it's AMA, A-OK, running away. Sends it on and tries to get that bump, that demo, which has definitely bolstered the offense of Chakra.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
And there it is, Chakra maybe looking to lean on them again. Had a huge win in Game 3. But it's just like I told you, chat. Game 3, you know, for better or worse for either team, it usually has a completely different complexion than the previous 2 games, and that Game 3 lived up to that standard. O.G.s slowed down a little bit. Chakra maybe even sped up, especially with the performance of AMA. Here we go, Fluffy. Here we go. Dilly dropping in to give the O.G.s some love. I'm telling you, they're IGL darlings. Win or lose, they'll have their friends, their fan base, their org. Let's see here. Fluffy Geezer.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
With the demo. And a goal-saving one at that. And now Tiny is on the ball. He gets 50 to AMA, throwing it in. Hey, here's another thing, chat, about AMA. If you want to use the initials, then use the periods in between. That's all I'm saying. Or maybe the dashes. But if you just crunch it up, it looks like one word. And that's the last thing I'll say about it. It's so funny to hear Hispanic commentators. Well, from what I found out is they kind of say similar things. I mean, he was just repeating Ronaldo's name over and over again. So obviously they're not always that, but I think they just like filling in the space with some just words. I'm formatting my resource list in AMA format. Maybe he can help. He might be able to. If they pull off this win, we'll be talking to him in the post-game interview. So we can ask him about that. I have to write all my papers in APA. Pyro J, let's go, Fury. Here we come. What up, Pyro? To end it out, Pyro J with the party of 28. Let's get hype now. And shout out to Pyro J, another one of our casters. Hope the cast was good, my man. We're just ending it up here. 2 minutes left, and I'm sure people on your channel are very familiar with S17. They're having a rough go over here. AMA passes to Dylan, and they sauce it up on the other side of the field. AMA going on the sideline. Pass. And Dylan is just no stranger to the ball. He's no stranger to scoring. He's definitely no stranger to Rocket League. So if you send him a pass, he'll get it done. Dylan Imposter. This one to the corner. No touch there. Tiny. Great touch. Goal-saving touch. As Fluffy Geezer touches. Gets the 50 ceiling down to the turf. Tiny touches. This might be goal number 3. Dylan not too quick enough. He stays around, hanging around that orange painted area. Koopa with the sub. I'm glad you're starting to watch the streams, Coop. It only took us disbanding as a team for you to start watching. But thank you very much, sir. Tiny on the breakaway himself. This is a huge goal if he can get it done. And he does. Look at the man go.
Hey, that's pretty good.
If I was on your team, I wouldn't sub either. That's fair. I guess it makes perfect sense. So, on the strength of Tiny long legs, they cut the lead to 1 goal. But they had their work cut out for them. Chakra is a team that just last game, I know we have our Raiders coming in. Just last game, Chakra won by putting up 7 goals on the O.G.s. So they can shoot, they can get offense going. Tiny sends it at the net. AMA with the save. An epic one at that. And his second of the game. A long ball. Dylan muscles it in. He goes for the snipe. He gets the save, and then he just crunches it in. Shows us the strength.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
3-1, 35 seconds. Definitely doable. Kickoff coming. But it needs to start now. There needs to be a sense of urgency in the wheels of the O.G.s. Drops it down. Geezer already in the air, but no go. Tiny overruns it as well. And they were just not meant to win this game. Dylan is going to take it to the other side and counter. And what should have been goal number 2 for the O.G.s turns into goal number 4 for Chakra. I'm sure they'll take it any way that they can. As Dylan continues his monster performance, not only on this game, but the series as a whole. But that is his 4th goal in game 4. Touch here. Now Dylan, oh, I thought he was going to show us some wall work. Davey, a big O.G.s fan, says that hurts. We've seen O.G.s make some comebacks, but it was not in the cards today. As Chakra advances to 2-0 on the season. O.G.s obviously will fall to 1-1. Tough break to them. GG's to them. I've given up on doing work. Fury is distracted. So we have the post-game interview. I'll be bringing in AMA. Or, I don't know. He might have messaged me and asked me if the whole team can do it. Let me see. Okay, no. It'll just be him. And I have casted him before. But I think it was a different team. Anyways. Let me get him on the horn. Transition here. Great game. Still O.G.s keep grinding. Yeah, for sure. Koopa misses Davey. Oh yeah, Coop, did you win last week? For your IGL match? I've been wondering about that. So I'm calling out to AMA right now. Shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, I don't even have the thing up. He's trying to prevent stop me from embarrassing myself. AMA.
Hey man, I'd
Hey.
just like to say thank you for the cast. I love what you do for us IGL Rocket League players, and also shout out to the O.G.s. That was really competitive.
Yes, they're a good squad for sure. But first, I think you're just trying to make me blush for the face cam. First of all, thank you
That caught
for
me.
yeah, thank you for your kind words. I guess I casted you once last circuit, but I don't remember that one. Who was that with?
Oh, to be honest, I couldn't tell you myself.
Okay.
I recognize playing Tiny Longlegs before. I think maybe in one of my threes matches, but that's about it.
Maybe. Is Dylan a new teammate, a new partner? I don't think I've seen him before.
So Dylan is he's my cousin. He lives out in Florida, so we've been doing this 2v2 IGL team for I think since winter season.
Okay. Huh. Well,
Or
maybe
maybe
it was
fall
the
season,
3v3, but whatever. Congrats to you, sir. You're 2-0. How does this compare to your win last week?
It feels really good. You know, we came in here actually last season. I don't think we won a game, so we've been improving a lot, and we're liking how our progress is going, and we're playing very well as a unit. So I'm just glad that we're having fun and starting out well in IGL.
Yeah, forgive me for saying I don't know if you felt it either, but it seemed like you had a slow start in maybe the first two games. Did you feel that, or did you feel maybe going a little faster as the series went on?
Yeah, personally, I wasn't pleased how I was doing. I was playing a little hesitant, but I think Dylan, when he hit that double tap in the first game, I was amazed, and that kind of fired me up. So
yeah, it's got to. Yeah, there's people that'll lead. There's captains kind of in title only, and then there's the people that get on the field and then they just make you want to play better. And yeah, he had such a great series, which, you know, coming into this game, now that I'm looking, you were actually the leading scorer. And
yeah, it's kind of cool how it works. We both scored. We complement each other well, so either he'll have a great game, I'll have a good game, or we'll both have good games, as we should.
Right, and that's what I was saying. If you watch the VOD back, that's kind of where I was heading with it, or what I was starting to see unravel or play out is yeah, once you got going and you were able to set them up with assists and get your bumps going and get your own goals going and your plays and your touches, you guys looked pretty hard to beat. So yeah, I think you'll get a cosign from me if you say that you and Dylan are sync up very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to the rest of this IGL. I mean, personally, I don't want to boast, but both of us feel like we're the team to beat in this league. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen a lot of people, but you know, it feels good and we feel great. We're confident in each other, so it's gonna be a good season.
No, I can get with that, and I mean, you say you guys have been doing the 2s IGL for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, so you know it. I mean, you can feel good. I mean, what's the farthest you guys have been in one of the circuits?
We made it to the playoffs in our we did playoffs both circuits, fall and winter, just because there wasn't as many teams in each bracket. But we made it. I think in winter we might have won a game in the playoffs, and that's as far as we've gone. But we did. We feel like we're improving, and our ranks going up, and it feels nice. We haven't made it that far, but you know, like I said, we're just having fun.
Yeah. I would say, you know, I've seen bold proclamations made on this channel before. I had this guy last circuit. It was around like week 2, week 3. He made me a $10 bet. He said that if his team if they lose a single game, not just a series, but a game on my channel while I'm streaming, that he'll donate $10 to the channel. So he said for the rest of the season through playoffs into the finals. He said that. And the chat was loving it. It was very bold, and they looked good, but they end up losing when someone else was streaming. So we'll see, man. You obviously know the work that you've been putting in. You know when it feels right. I know what you're talking about. You probably had like a championship off season, and you're feeling it, and then you're showing up week in and week out, and you know, so far so good. So I understand it and I get it.
Yeah. I won't be making any bets, but I mean, look out for SE Chakra is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you SE from Shuriken, or is that a coincidence?
Yeah, Shuriken Esports. We our buddy. I mean, you know him probably, Tyler Scully. He does. That's how I met him through the cast, and I really liked what he did.
Yeah.
All the tips he was given when I watched back the stream. So
okay.
I reached out to him.
Cool.
He actually became our coach, our sensei, so to speak. And yeah, we can.
Okay, we gotta cut the interview there. That's enough. Just kidding. Go on.
So yeah,
that's
I appreciate
cool.
the stream.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for telling that story. That's cool. I always forget that Tyler's over there.
Yeah.
So that's cool. He comes on the street. I like that. I like that story a lot. But the floor is yours, sir. Any shout outs you want to give? Any plugs or anything else you want to mention? We didn't get to talk about. Feel free, please.
No, you know, I gotta go catch dinner. But shout out Dylan. We played really well. That double tap was awesome. Of course, shout out the O.G.s. It was a really fun match. And shout out all the supporters that watched your stream. I mean, it's really awesome to see that and to experience that together. So
awesome.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
Right. Spotlight was on you guys. You guys did not disappoint. You put on a show. And if anyone from your division is watching, you put them on notice for sure. But you go enjoy dinner, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right. Thank you so much, King Fury. Have a good one.
Peace. Oh, he said my full name. That was so proper. Oh, King Fury. But that's it for me, guys. We had a little 4-banger tonight. We're all first. What up, Casper? I love seeing Casper dropping in. Pyro J, much love. But that's it. We had a quadruple header tonight, but we're gonna end it there. Does anyone want to claim the guy to raid? I have people on. I can do it. Guys, give me a sub. I'm a poor man. Can't sub myself. I like it. I've never seen that in my chat before. But yeah, if no one's going to guide the raid, I have a few ideas. Let's keep the Rocket League action going. I rarely end this early. Let's see what everyone's doing. Oh, my guy. Broke Fang. Rate some random. No. We're going to keep Rocket League going. And we'll guide the raid with channel points, I will say. Yeah, it's meatloaf time.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.